Hello. Wait, I might have said hello too fast for the recording to have caught it, but whatever, I'm not gonna say it again! It's me, and I mostly wanted to stream today because, well, I didn't stream yesterday, and I won't be streaming on my own channel tomorrow because, because of the weekly, the City of the Wolves weekly happening on the Hard Edge channel, which I will talk about at the end of the stream again. And on Thursday, I also probably won't stream because I'll be getting home even later than usual that day, and I don't know if I want to stream then. So I thought, man, I don't know what to stream here, what to do today, but I at least want to do something. And so I kind of randomly caught word, I guess, that Tatakai Tuesday, which is a regular, fighting game event, I think it's weekly, that Majin Obama, Jeuna, and some other folks host and operate, and it even won an Evo award. Isn't that great? But particularly, they had a City of the Wolves tournament, supposedly today, I guess, and there is apparently a Janae player in there, and that's kind of the main reason why I wanted to watch it, because I still haven't really seen very high-level Janae play. So I'm kind of hoping we can see some. I don't know how good the players that are going to be playing here are. Obviously, most of the absolute best are or were at Combo Breaker, but maybe some of the still really high level players are there. Maybe we'll get some hidden gems here. I don't really know. But yeah, let's get into it. I think I accidentally skipped a little too far when I tried to set this up. So let's try to find the beginning of this first set, if I may. Please? Please? Jesus Christ. Okay, well, that should just about do it. Let's see how the audio is. I don't even know if this is commentated. I'm assuming it is. Probably in Japanese. Seems really quiet. Well, we're getting a little bit of game sound. I'm not even sure it's caught on my stream because it's really quiet to me. But yeah, Toktomaru catching Vox. They're called Ko something or Taka something. Takamichi kill, I guess. And Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha on Vox. Takamachi, I'm not sure. Kill on the Hokutomaru. And our ninja boy is dominating. Damn, that's a perfect. Let's see if Cha-Cha can turn it around. So far it's been only Hokutomaru who has been turning himself around to add some extra spin and damage to his moves, it seems. Okay, there's a chance. Plus frames. Oh, you thought. He doesn't finish the confirm, but he's still got some offensive momentum just to have it torn away from him by cheeky EX teleport. But kill is in overheat, and Vox can dominate your guard bar. And he can also dominate your health bar. Okay, that SPG doesn't matter that much because he's in overheat, so he doesn't have access to his rev blow or other SPG mechanics, other rev mechanics. Boom, there's the guard crush. He didn't... he wasn't ready for that exact hit to land it. He probably expected the next one to do the guard crush, and so he didn't really get much out of that. That's a bummer. Kill takes that first round, that first match. And the audio on this is so fucking low. I guess I'll up my... This will come back to bite me later when something loud plays, but I'll up the general volume for all of us. Quite a bit. It's on 64 now, from I think like 42 or something. That's better, but still not great. Alright, let's put some more. 72. Alright, Cha-Cha has some momentum. Once again, it's the teleport that gets Kill out of the situation, though. And now he's trying to move around the screen with his double jumps, and man, he really likes that EX teleport. And overheats himself again. Not the best discipline on the rev usage, but he has been winning so far. So whatever he does, it's optimal. No whiff punch on the dive kick. Would have been a little tricky, of course. Oop, that might be worth it if he supers. No, he doesn't. But next hit might still kill because of the super he still had. But now he's gonna have to carry that into the next round. Oop. Okay, that's fine. We take those. Nice dash under. I'm not sure he did that on reaction or if he was already doing the forward dash, but it sure looked sleek. Oh, damn, just taking turns. Minus framed, we don't know what those are. Oh, counter hit, that's big, but he doesn't get a huge return. If he had waited and then done a heavy break DP, for example, he probably could have gotten more. Oop. You didn't let me rev blow, so I won't let you either. Okay, gets over with that quick EX half kick and whiff punish. Beautiful shimmy. Cha-cha's on the board. So we know he can do it. Ooh, okay. That dive kick probably would have been unsafe with how high it hit, but Cha-cha was fully aware. Cancelled it into the rev blow, which is like pretty much by definition going to be safe, because that's how they made them. Oh. No more red blows for you. We don't like how you used those just now. But you know what? I don't like yours either. In fact, I don't like you. No, wait, I'm kidding. I like you a lot. That's why I let you live. Uh-oh, just kidding. I actually don't like you at all. That's why I'm going to kill you. Level 2? Is that going to be enough? I feel like it's not. What? Did he break it? Did he hit break and not continue the combo afterwards or something? I didn't even know you could break that. I'm pretty sure that wasn't all there was to that level 2. Well, that's fucking shitty for Cha-cha. That must have been unintentional. Because I don't think it would have killed, but it still would have done more damage than that. Still though, he takes the round. And so the score is 1-1. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Get some extra freeze frames on the hit stop, or rather the guard stop, whatever you want to call it. Big damage off of that. But Kill gets a jump in. Okay, try to bait something, maybe a command grab because it was jumping away. A DP definitely would have beaten that. Ooh, okay. Some interesting movements out of both of them. But it's Kill once again who finds that hit. Wow. Shoulder check on defense. Why not? Cha-cha definitely quick to keep pressing after minus frames. Has not been shown to respect those situations. Oof, there it is. Wild punish. People are trying to tell me that that's not a good button. I don't know about that, man. Oop. Oh no. Okay. That one was actually plus, at least as far as I know. But yeah, Kill has also not really shown the reversal super much. So why would Vox Cha-cha over here not just keep on pressing whenever there's any situation to press? Another throw, gets teched. Oop. Hitting in between that gap is my special. But no, lots of people do that clearly. By the way, this entire stream here, this entire highlight, I guess, is only about an hour. Even though it says top 32. It's not gonna be too fast, too slow. Nice sequence. Kill was trying desperately to not get guard broken, but you know, a lot of the time when you go for that, you end up just taking a real hit. And you know, sometimes that can work out because the opponent might be setting up their pressure in a way that wouldn't lead to a good combo by itself. So you might not take much damage. You might even just get reset out of a backdash or something and then have a chance to strike back. But sometimes it goes like that and you just explode. And that's not what you want. So it's a really tough call, right? Do you try to find a way out that won't get you hit somehow? I mean, that's always the idea. But will you find that? Or do you accept that you will get guard broken, take the scaled combo off of the guard break, and then try to fight back? It obviously becomes even more difficult when your health is low, but that's just how it is. What the fuck was my model doing? Holy shit. Anyway, I guess we'll skip ahead a bit because, ooh, this is a long extended break. I guess the 1 hour mark is much shorter than it even seemed. But the Twitch search function, like for the, finding the right frame, I guess the right moments to go into the timer is so bad. It's so inaccurate. Hey, Ohana. I'm doing alright. I'm kind of just streaming this because I wanted to stream and didn't know what else to do. But how about you? Okay. Koichi versus Senaru. I'm guessing this is not the Senaru that is also a pretty solid Eltner player in Under Night. But I think they might be Senarun, I'm not sure. Some coffee, alright. Oop, gets the jump in. Senaru was not ready. So Koichi takes that first round. Damn, immediately tries to brute force their way in there with the Rev shoulder in, but makes it safe, and I think even plus with the EX shuriken. Yeah, apparently the sales weren't that good, like, not terrible it seems, but I don't know, to me it still seems fine. But some people are definitely saying that it's not doing as well as it should. There was even an SNK spokesperson or something, like, I don't remember who exactly, but somebody stepped down to kind of atone for the game not doing that well. So that's sad. But as a game itself, it's good. That's kind of the main thing that I care about. And it has that, that huge prize pool at the SNK World Championships and at the Esports World Cup. So hopefully at least we will still get some really high-level matches still. And if you looked at Combo Breaker, for example, which happened over the weekend, then that does appear to be the case. Lots of high-level players are playing this game, and the action has been really good. Yeah, viewership, I'm not sure. I can kind of speak from experience that me and another friend from the Hard Edge community, which is the biggest German language fighting game community, I guess, we are hosting weekly exhibition events for this game, and already the player numbers are going down a bit, so that's that's sad. I'm not sure why exactly. Maybe the viewership and the interest is dropping. But maybe it's some other reason. Maybe they'll be back in a month or so. Yeah. Okay, Koichi has been doing a pretty good job here. Is up 1 game and 1 round. But Senaru's not making it easy. Should be able to close out this round easily. Doesn't even have to spend the bar, I think. Yes. I don't know much about Kingdom Come Deliverance, especially 2, I guess. But I'll take your word for it. I made that in, what's it called? You probably know what it's called. Oh, man, those high crushes sometimes catch things that just look wrong. But hey, extended hurt boxes. I mean, Monster Hunter Wilds at least is a single, mostly, I guess it's also co-op, but you know, it's not a competitive game, so that losing viewers after a while just kind of makes sense, right? You play it, you beat it, most people are gonna stop after that. Some people are gonna go for like super high rank, whatever and stuff, grind their best gear possible, and then stop. And only a fraction of players will stick with it forevermore. But hey, dominant performance by Koichi. So, when does the action continue? Can't really rely on Twitch's search function, sadly. Okay, there's Janae. My girl. So that's Zappa Pollo versus Andy Enigma. Let's see if this Janae can show me some stuff. Okay, just gets a raw jump in. It happens. Okay, interesting. Is that a safe jump? No, okay, might be a meaty overhead setup maybe. Might have to test that. Oops, gets the full punish. That's an optimal bit of extra damage you can get with that EX break. Okay. Overheated, but it's fine. Still kept calm, stayed in control, and then the Enigma tried to reach for a grab. Got punished. Well played by Sapapoyo. Zapapoyo. Jeez. Usually I start my stream a little, like about an hour earlier than I did today. But when I have work, I start around this time. I stream most days of the week, but not always, especially when I have work, I don't. Oh, okay. I didn't know you could do that after that. That's nice. Okay, that wasn't meaty, apparently. Could be another potential meaty setup, but didn't get it right. Oops, empty low. Didn't spend anything. I guess you should have probably gone into level 1 super, but hey. Is an SPG, so might be fiending for that hidden gear. Oop, -2. Okay, it doesn't keep on pressing. Zapapoyo also not going for much. Empty low again. There's the hidden gear, and that should be the round. Nasty. Just 2 empty lows to make that comeback. Yeah, it's a cat girl. I like cat girls. That's kind of the main reason. Oh, just do it. I mean, that move is +1 if you break it on block, so why not? That's a meaty. Was that the setup? Wait, okay, let's see what the setup is here. Okay, so So the problem... Okay, no, wait, that's off the super. But the problem with that setup, whatever it is that the timing is a little variable. Because of the way the air juggles work and stuff. You really have to time your stuff perfectly to always get the same timing. But let's see it. Oh, it's not even a setup. Fucking motherfucker just walked and timed it manually. Jesus, okay. What a gamer. Okay. I guess that's a setup. Oops, but nice guard cancel for Andy Enigma. Doesn't care about your plus frames because you got a DP. But hey, Zapapoyo does not care about your DP because he's got a super. Sub patches? I guess I don't. I probably don't have access to those. Maybe you have to be a partner and not just an affiliate. I don't know. Right. Andy catching him with lots of strays. The damage hasn't been too big, but here's a big opening. Okay, no hard knockdown, but Zapapoyo does not tech, so still stuck in the corner, and that should be the round. Don't be greedy. Yes, spend that bar. Good stuff. I see, I see. Well, that's fine. Hey, anti-air, don't mess with me. meaty lights. Catching him again. Damn, Zappapoyo does not want to sit still. Finally gets out of it, though. Just barely manages to block in time. Oh! Once again, just connects with a cheeky hop. Damn, okay. So, while Zappapoyo is playing well, there isn't really much tech to take because they're just kind of manually timing lots of stuff. Yeah, no, I don't, I can't properly animate, and, yeah. I think I might have access to one animated slot or something, I don't know. Hey, hey, hey. Corner combo, okay, okay. I feel like could have maybe done more, but hey. Damn. And that's how it goes, what a perfect. Didn't really show any fancy tech, like one of the main problems, but one of the main issues I have when I play Janae is one, her neutral game's kinda meh, but also her mix-up game's not that great, and sadly, here we didn't really get to see any of that. Because Andy just kind of allowed themselves to get hit based on not wanting to sit still. Same with Zappapoyo, honestly. But, well, Zappa just kind of had the better of it. So I can't really say I managed to glean much to steal there. Salvatore versus Hokutomaru. Koichi again, and that other guy is something Shacho. Like Doken or something? I don't know. Shacho. Oop, that nasty, I think it's Jump C of Salvatore's. I feel like that's like his most powerful tool. It's such an annoying button. Okay, that one also is pretty good. And once again, how do you deal with it? Some nice JDs, but ends up having to regularly block and deal with this weird-ass mix-up. Shacho with a hard knockdown in the corner. Oh, fakes it, gets the grab. Oop. And no, wait. Didn't actually get far enough above and behind, and also was already pressing a button, so had to deal with a super, but it didn't even matter. Shacho is undeterred. And I think my internet just cut out for a moment there. I hope it's not gonna happen again. Ooh, the guard cancel, damn. Dancing all over him. Is he gonna have to deal with the rev blow? No, he's kind of holding back for a second, maybe trying to bait it. That or a super. But didn't get it, and once again my stream seems to be doing things. Yeah, I think my internet is out. What? The recording's still going. Is out. Ah, no, wait, not son. Goddamn stupid echo. Why weren't you muted? I guess because whatever. Okay. Meanwhile, interesting anti-air by Salvatore. I guess that was more of an air-to-air. But then after that, gets some big pressure and the damage off of that heavy confirm. Shacho's looking pretty strong. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Ouch. Okay, Koichi's attempt, rather than, what's the word I was like really looking for, whatever. He was attempting to maybe zone out this Salvatore because he couldn't deal with him up close. But now he's got his knockdown, but couldn't hold on to it. The pressure was not clean. But he gets that anti-air. Into another conversion. Yes, this time go for the super. Get you still have a hard knockdown and... Okay. Oop. Shacho with another chance. Gets a jump in. It was a little too high, or maybe chose the wrong follow-up. Oh no. Can that kill? Probably not. Actually... Oh, just barely. Not enough. Koichi with a chance gets his teleport in and completes the round just with by the skin of his teeth. Yikes. Boop. Set up. Ooh, gets to the other side. Sneaky. That's good because not only did he land that hit, but he also gets the corner. And now he's kind of dominating. It's pretty common, right, at the, like, not top level, I guess. First player to land a meaningful hit kind of snowballs into success because nobody wants to block. Everybody's defense is ass. It kind of appears to be the story of this set so far. No, it was just my internet cut out for a moment, it seems. Wasn't my choice. Oop. Hey. Can Shacho make a comeback? Okay, he gets his reversal, but, you know, since it wasn't a counter hit, he couldn't combo off of it. And now Koichi's like, haha, chase me, chase me. Shacho was not foolish enough to completely fall for it, so now he's got the corner, but he gets the... Oh, he even gets the HD into the JDs. Doesn't get too much of a combo, though. I guess he was aware of his somewhat high rev gauge and didn't want to overheat. Actually a pretty wise move, if so. And now he's got a real chance. No! Yeah, it might be my internet. My internet has been kind of bad these past couple of days. At least during the evening, which sucks because that's when I stream. Oop. Oh, once again the EX teleport catches Shacho unawares. And it's like almost any height that connects that, he gets a combo. But Shacho's not quite out of it. Early jump seek, and that's actually a pretty good idea because he did catch Hokutomaru jumping. Anti-air, yes! And to confirm, pretty good damage. He's really trying to chase down Hokutomaru, and Koichi is clearly aware of that, trying to bait him into a spacing where he can catch his attempts. Oh, he blocked so well for a while. Oh, it actually survived. I wonder if Shacho could have comboed into super, but... Oh! Last second JD to stave off defeat. Blocks that teleport this time. There's a one-hit game right now. Ah! He took to the skies, but it was a no-fly zone. And Koichi clutches that one out. Now I'm not interested in buying, you know, badges and stuff right now. It's fine. Okay, so the score there is a little wrong, but hey, whatever. Koichi took that. Let's see what's next. Oh, come on, internet. Cooperate with me. Like, look how stupid the search function is. It's still like here at minute 39, it's still showing the windscreen from like who knows how many minutes ago. Okay, we got Jinne again, but it's a different Jinne? Hayashi? No, wait, okay, the names are probably just switched because it's Zappa Poyo again versus Hayashi. And the names are probably just swapped. Skip ahead some more. We don't gotta see these button configs. Alright. In Janae's arcade story, she beats Kain, so she's canonically stronger than Kain. You cannot convince me otherwise. Ouch! Well, she doesn't have access to a heavy break flash kick, though. Potentially the most ignorant tool in this game. Oh. Okay, Hayashi was not ready to react to that one. And gets crossed by that. That is like the one real sauce she has, but it's like really spacing dependent. Yeah, once again tried to go for the meaty on a manual timing. Didn't get it this time. Oops. That must have been an accidental miss. Maybe wanted the level 1 super, but hey, now as a result managed to take the round without it. Yeah, they did switch around the names. Hayashi, Zapapoyo. Oh, wow, that was an interesting whiff punish, I guess. Jump over, empty jump. And get the far C for some reason. Alright. Anti-air jab. And the overhead. It connects as a counter hit, so Hayashi gets to cash out. Orb setups. Tries to chase him down, damn. Catches the extended hurt box of Hayashi's button, otherwise her far C definitely doesn't reach that far. Damn relentless with the pressure. Hayashi could not find a time to back out. That's actually pretty interesting. That, actually let's look at that again, because this is really short anyway. So let's see this again. So JD's the close C. So usually what happens to me there is I go for close C, feint, and you know after that go for far C, because usually that's what happens. But when they JD, you close C, you don't get pushed away as much. So you accidentally end up getting another close C. And while that's theoretically better, it's worse because, you know, usually you're not ready. And so you just kind of hit close C, don't cancel it into anything, and now you're minus. But here it seems like Zapapoyo was ready. But it also kind of looked like he took a step forward, so he wasn't even expecting to hit with his close C anyway. So I guess he didn't actually react or have a read on that. He just kind of went for a bit of a different mix. Just, you know, close C, walk forward, close C, kind of abuse the plus frames, make them flinch. And it kind of worked out like that. Gets the confirm there. And finish it quickly with a super. Don't even dilly-dally. Make sure they die. No drops. Oops. Oh no, Hayashi isn't ready for the anti-airs. Interesting setup, question mark. Hey. Okay. Once again, I'm not sure if that is a setup. Hey, okay. So after the grab in the corner, you can whiff far D or far C, I think both work, to get a meaty overhead. So I think that's what Zapapoyo was kind of feinting with there. Set up, you know, get the grab, get the far D, and then instead of actually going for the overhead, just throw that light projectile. She probably has seen the overhead setup before, so that's why that kind of worked. Hey, big damage in the corner. Oh, fake out. I guess that's a setup to get plus frames on the light projectile in the corner. And the other two times they just didn't really go for that. Alright, Hayashi, chance to make a comeback. Oops, damn, okay. That's a really sick, nasty whiff punish there, right? Like a counter poke, rather. Actually, I guess that was a whiff punish on reaction. Maybe it was a mix of, you know, reaction and read. But yeah, hits the extended hurt box. Good stuff. Well-earned victory. So basically all I'm learning from this is just play better. Just play well. there isn't really sauce. Just play better. Which is, you know, not what I wanted. I mean, obviously I'm trying to play better anyway. Yeah, I guess semi-final is what it says down here. Koichi again versus Sapapoyo. So I guess semi-final in this case means losers? No, okay, it says final. Okay. But how does that work? Well, right, no, Koichi won. Right. Koichi won his match. Right. So I guess this is a single elimination bracket? Or maybe it's not over after that. It's probably not over after that. They just don't specify a winner's final. Right? I don't know. We'll see. Once again, expecting his close C to get blocked and just... If this time though goes for it. Hey. Okay. Damn. Overhead would have killed, so why not just go for a draw? Nice guard cancels, gets the pressure, gets the combo even. Good response with a jump B, air to air. Jump B is really good for Janae. Like, I feel like even if she didn't have any other jump buttons, as long as she has jump B, she's fine. In the air, at least. Like, of course, it's not the best option for all jump situations, but it's good enough for all of them. Like, it's a solid jump in, especially if it's the only cross-up. It's a good air to air. Yeah. It's just good. Nice late tech. Man, I wish I could get more close C anti-airs with Janae in this game. Maybe it's just me, but I find that way harder in this game than in KOF. Oh no, why did you give up your block? Maybe you're trying to anti-air but was a little too slow to react. Oh. TK EX Shuriken. It's pretty good. Teleport. Didn't go for the shoulder, but hey, gets some pressure anyway. Oop, nice awareness, gets the super off of just 2 hits. Meaty slide. You saw one, you didn't expect another. Got cancel into rev blow. The easiest, but also most costly. That should be the round for Koichi. Damn. That was a dominant round. Okay, it says best of 3 in at the bottom there, so I guess they're not even doing 3 out of 5 for final. Hey. I do have a safe jump set up for, a similar combo to what he's doing. By just using, 2 rev moves rather than going for the entire thing. But I'm unfamiliar with... Oh no. Ah, no repunish! You had the chance of a lifetime! Okay. Another hit finds its way. But Koichi also did overheat with that. Trying to play a runaway game. And yeah, that's the tricky thing, right, with trying to chase down the likes of Hokutomaru, because he has a forward-moving special in the shoulder. And he has a teleport. Oh, that just barely whiffed past this ninja kid. So whenever you find yourself having to chase him down, it gets even rougher. He also has projectiles, Oh! Whiff punish. Counter poke, whatever you want to call it. What? Anti-air's good. Looking really dominant right now. Didn't go for anything. Allows Hokutomaru to dash away, Koichi that is. Nice defense. Time to turn it around. Interesting route. I'm not sure. Like, honestly, if we're gonna end in the super anyway, I wonder if the regular route is better. But I don't know, I guess. Either way is 3 rev moves, I suppose. So maybe it comes down to the same-ish cost, and maybe that route is a little stronger. But yeah, Koichi up 2, so this is actually best of 5, it seems. And the thing at the bottom is wrong. can Zapapoyo make a comeback? Currently has to hold a bunch of nasty pressure. Oops, strong stuff. Okay, actually that wasn't all a combo, but... Oh! Counter hit, a blessing for Zapapoyo. Chance to make a comeback. Ends in the rev blow to maybe set something up. Oop, yep, because let's check that out, right? Here, and then... See, because we can see Koichi here holding rev guard, which means that after this, usually when you don't rev guard, after the EX move there, BJNA is close enough to get a close C, which essentially frame traps. It frame traps, essentially. Unless you have a heavy that is 4 frames somehow, you're gonna lose. I don't think there are heavies that are 4 frames fast, so... You know, basically, unless you're using an invincible move or something, you're gonna lose. But because of the rev guard, oops, only got 4 C. But Koichi, I guess, didn't really plan this ahead of time and was just like, oh no, she's plus, I'm gonna dodge. When there really wasn't much of a reason to. Because he has a 4-frame 2A. And Janae's only 4-frame moves are close. Janae's only 4-frame move is close A, which he couldn't have done there because he rev guarded. So if he had better awareness of the situation, he would have rev guarded like he did, and then hit 2A or done something else. Like basically any 4-frame move of his, which 2A is, and maybe even some 5-frame moves would have most likely won, especially if he had read the fact that Zapapoyo is most likely to try for the close C because that's her best option on there. And that, far C is far slower than 5 frames. I don't know how fast exactly. I think it's like 7 or something. So he could have done something even cheekier. But I guess he wasn't fully aware of the situation and instead tried to backdash and get caught instead. Ooh, what a cheeky challenge after that, though. Jeez. Nasty looking cross mix-up. Can, of course, be kind of avoided with a rev guard. But Janae didn't even need that. Zapapoyo, that is. So blocked it well, but ended up losing the round in the end. Oops. Knocked out. Koichi kind of vibing. Oop. Zapapoyo really likes the close C. Wait a second, walk, or take a step forward, close C again. But with that route that they like to do, ended up overheating. Oh! Got another barter spin, should probably just use it. No, okay. Hold on to it. Next hit might do it, though. Can't do it. With like off of the lights, though. I mean, could have comboed it straight into the super, but, not with that move. But hey! Manages to conserve the bars. And maybe that's what they're gonna need into this next round. Ooh, that didn't combo. Koichi tried to press buttons after getting hit by the projectile. I've had that happen so many times too, by the way. My opponents just fucking hit buttons after that. It's kind of crazy. Ooh, nice blocks, and, with this reduced or negated pushback, the punish becomes much easier. And Zapapoyo ends this match with a perfect. After being down 0-2. -1. Alright, somebody here doesn't like Zapapoyo, I guess. Yeah, that win doesn't count. In fact, it's a minus win. Pushes her all the way into SPG, but... Oh wait, didn't go for the follow-up this time. Might have been enough to get her back out of SPG again. That might be a setup that I want to try out, so... So, 214 KK into okay, into 623 PP plus P into, I think, 214 P. Yep, PP rather. 214. Oops, 214 PP. And then, is that a full jump forward or a hop? I hate how far it how far back it goes. Oh well. Once again, couldn't tell. I'm gonna say jump or hop, question mark, forward with 5A, GT, universal overhead. Gonna put that into my little document. If I can find it. Here. There. The problem I'm seeing with that setup, though, is the EX counter into the follow-up. Because that also has like slightly variable timing, I feel like I'm gonna mess it up a bit and then not get the exact frame advantage that I need. But we'll see, I guess. Oop! Big counter poke. Wild punish. Super, yes. Even kills, Jesus. Koichi once again on set point. JD's the meaty jumping, but doesn't cancel. Manages to regain some momentum though with a nicely timed Abare 2A. And now the ball is rolling in Janae's favor, and it still says -1 by the way for Zapapoyo. Ooh. Once again ends in that super. You can get more damage and a safe jump off of the kick super there. But hey, whatever works. Janae, or the Zapapoyo, once again staving off defeat. Plus, yep, once again, see there, okay, see you can even get a high crush. See, that's basically what I was talking about, right? This time, Koichi was aware of the situation, assumed that Zapapoyo would probably go for the close C, but only get the far C, and had the perfect response to beat that and cash out into some pretty good damage. Still don't think that level 2 was the choice. If anything, he should have done hidden gear. But, oh, that's cheeky. And Zapapoyo with the right reaction. Oops. No, how are you getting hit by that? Come on. Oh no, and you're not sitting still. Well, that's how the cookie crumbles. You have such a good read, such a good move, and then you're just gonna lose it. Oop. Hey. Okay. Once again, doesn't go for the second one, but that might have, been too close to overheat for comfort. Bup, 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 bup. Turn this back around. Yeah. Manually timed meaties all over the place out of this Zapapoyo guy. No super this time. Kind of fakes the setup, doesn't go for the meaty overhead. Ooh. Was that like a, a crosscut? Kinda. I guess not really because it was after blocking, but still. Clutch super in between a tiny gap. If they had input that like just a fraction of a second slower, they would have gotten hit by that jab and died. So once again we find ourselves with Koichi at set point. And is starting off nicely with that counter hit anti-air. Into the corner. Oops, stalls in the air. We haven't really seen all that much air stalling and air mobility in general out of Koichi. Okay, doesn't go for the follow-up, but that just makes him regularly punchable, and Zapapoyo was so ready. Hey, and gonna do a lot of damage, regain all of that rev gauge. Send him straight to hell. Oh no. And another failed anti-air or something. Koichi might be a little weak under pressure or something, maybe. Damn. Rare footage of jump 6B. But of course, even there on hit, even though it hit so far up, it still didn't combo. Oh no! Caught him just after the backdash. That's pretty huge, huh? Fakes it again. I don't think Zapapoyo has really shown the actual setup enough times to keep going for the fake out that often. But hey, whatever. Still seems to be winning this, and yep, all the way from 0-2 and almost losing when Koichi was on set point, over and over and over again. Zapapoyo makes a comeback. Yeah, I guess it is single elimination, huh? That's wild. I mean, I know it's not that uncommon in Japan. But I thought that was kind of a thing of the past, essentially. But I guess they still do that sometimes. That's wild. And yeah, you know, just as an aside, I guess. It was pretty obvious that Hana 901 would be one of those people. At least they, you know, had an actual conversation for a bit. But yeah, just from the name and the way they were talking, it was pretty obvious. Okay, what do we do now? I could open up City of the Wolves just to kind of check that one setup at least. Don't really feel like playing matches though. We could check out... There was a stream for Galleon, you know, the new Grand Blue character. I watched that on the side, but I didn't really pay much attention. Could check that out a bit, I guess. Let's see if I can find the thing. Oh god, they've posted so much in the Discord, it'll be a lot of scrolling. Let's see. I guess I can just open up YouTube and go to the history. It was on YouTube, right? I'm pretty sure. Unica also released today. Watched some footage, some matches of hers. Doesn't seem super interesting to me, but you know, seems cool. I also watched the Guardian Character Guide and the Unica Guide. Well, the Starter Guide, whatever, you know what I mean. And also this entire stream, that's what I was talking about. Also, they showed some other patch changes, and apparently Vasaraga here, that big guy with a scythe, apparently he got buffed even though he was already good, and people are mad about it. And what's her name again? Grappler lady, Ladiva, also got a major buff, and people are scared. But who cares about them? I guess saying Grappler Lady isn't all that descriptive anymore. Yeah, now we gotta lower the volume again. Isn't all that descriptive with Galleon showing up soon, who is also kind of a grappler, eh? So, that's a cool looking dash. I guess let's watch that, but first let's check out that setup just for a little second. I guess I'll even just do it on pad so I don't have to unplug my controller and then plug in my stick and do all that entire thing. Just testing the setup should be doable for me on pad. Now, let me just find that game. Which would be underneath the Twitch thing anyway, so hold on. Fatal Fury. There it is. Let's see. Practice. I got my Nami. And I guess we'll beat up Rock because he's got a DP, even though we're not testing a safe jump. I guess Terry also has one. Well, whatever. So, it was... I guess okay. No, wait, that's not it. Whoa, what? That doesn't even combo, huh? Where's the reset button on this? Okay. Okay, I gotta set you to not block randomly, I guess. This. Ah, that kind of threw me off. Oh shit, yeah, doing the DP thing? Oh man. Okay, and then I gotta go into this. Oops. Yeah, doing that on pad might actually be difficult for me after all. Yeah, come on, okay, I'm gonna turn off the fucking random counter, it's Jesus. And then... Okay, I think it's a normal jump from the look of it. So normal jump, this, but you know, it's gonna be this obviously, and then this. Yeah. Yeah, my inputs are even less clean than they are instead. Somehow. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I guess let me check the setup again just in case. So the X moves are right. Forward jump with 5A and then... nope. I definitely didn't time that right. Hip, hip, hip. Right, you gotta get hit, Jesus Christ, man. I guess you're just not blocking. Yeah. Yeah. No, I accidentally got a fucking air button. Nope. No, that's definitely not it. No, once again got the fucking... That was still +4, so I guess that would have comboed. But that's not what we're here for. Even though I guess you can do... No, wait, you can't. You can do this though. But that's just another thing that I kind of don't like. If they block, then that usually doesn't work. Anyway. Nope. No. +3 only. Ah, that's the thing with like doing see that there. Doing a button immediately after landing as a frame kill in this game is just kind of fucking shit. Because, you know, you gotta basically manually time the landing. So that's just... nah. Nope. Ah! That... No. That was +4 again, but... We're looking for that juicy +5, because this button is 5 frames. +6. Okay. So it's possible, for sure. It's not faint and got... That, definitely not that. Okay. Oh, that didn't combo. I might not be a bad player. +3. Ah, that's not the right move. +4. That's not gonna work. Nah, fucking... I mean, that comboed, but like, because of the delayed timing, I messed it up. So, by the way, that's 322 damage versus... 299, but I guess it also is 1 extra EX move, right? Because this is only 2. Right, it's those 2. Whereas this is 3. 1. 3. Ugh. So the safe jump setup, by the way, is, I think, is this. Well, I guess I messed it up somehow. Or maybe hitting jump. Maybe I'm hitting jump B too early. Oops, I didn't even jump. Nah. Bad. No, I got a full jump. I didn't get my jump at all. Come on, I just want to do it once. Really? What? I'm pretty sure that's it. Hold on, let me check. Why do I not have it written down? Why do I not have the safe jump written down? I guess, okay, I only have it written down as like the last part, the ender. 9A, hop B. Okay, I do have it specified there. So yeah, this should work. I've tested it before, so I don't know why I'm not getting it now. What the fuck? Aha, I do have to delay my button more, huh? Ah. Ah. Yeah, off of that, of course, you get a combo. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Oops, I totally got lost in my own sauce. +4. No! No! What the fuck? It's probably fine, but you know, if I get the timing so weird— what the fuck? If I get the timing so weirdly delayed, then I'm not gonna be ready. That's definitely not it. I think I might just not get the overhead as quickly as I should be. Maybe it would have been better to just plug in my my stick. But now we're here. +6. Hey, we did it. Okay. So I already have that written down here. Okay. So that's a jump forward, not a hop forward. Okay. Right, there was one thing that I also kind of wanted to test on block. Normal guard, I'd say. I guess maybe they have to be crouching, but we'll see. No, I have to feint it. But wait, for this I can use... Okay, I can use that, but... Oh god, doing that on pad is gonna be rough. Okay. Yeah. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna not. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna fucking do that on pad. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna do that in mount. But yeah. EX into this feint, this break rather. Yeah. Into this. If done right at the right spacing, can cause that cross up. But of course, if they are standing, I guess it just can't work. There, it can cross up, but AO F4. But the spacing has to be pretty precise. You have to be pretty close, and obviously after doing some extended, strings, that's not, it's not gonna happen. I guess what makes that extra iffy is, of course, if the opponent just rev cards, then any old setup I try into that is not gonna work. So yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe if I just do a single hit and then go for it, like, you know, fuck it with ball. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna get it on a pad. I'm not gonna get it. At least not without a lot of trial and error. But yeah. So okay, we got one new setup for a meaty overhead. That's pretty good. And we got a stupid ass bot to eliminate. That's great. That's the best part of my day. Meaty overhead. That's the message I'm sending them. They're not gonna block that, but I'm gonna block this user. Okay. Now back to this. So she's got a cool forward dash. She's got a jab. I'm assuming that's her jab. That one looks like it has some decent range. Okay, but not. It doesn't extend much. Beyond what it looks like. So I guess it's not that crazy. Pew pew lasers. Alright, I should change to YouTube viewing actually to make this fit better. There. Let's see if that is good. Yeah, that works better. It's actually it can be a little better though. Okay, that's I guess that's fine. That'll do. Alright, good night, Effer. Thanks for stopping by.
近距離弱ですこれ。近距離弱。はい。近距離によると弱中距離変わりますね。モーションが。今日はこう。
Yeah, I don't know what this is either, honestly.
光ってる。ダッシュジャック？
I'm probably not going to stream for much longer. Well, right now I'm just watching.
ダッシュ中は下段です。下段なんすね。下段なんですか。しかもめちゃくちゃ姿勢いいな。でダッシュ今日がちょっと特殊で。はい。これ PV のこれなんだ。
Oops.
確かに PV でありました。ありましたよね。
So she gets a weird teleport on hit on her dash attack, I guess. That her dash heavy or something? That's a great look. Ooh, that's a nice frame. By the way, I wanted to check something. I think she's still not available for purchase on Steam, even though she comes out tomorrow. Because you can buy singular characters, as I can tell by the Steam page where every other character is purchasable solo. One thing that sucks ass, by the way. So Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising is on sale. Both the regular version and the deluxe edition are 61% off. The deluxe edition thus costs $29.24 and includes the Season 1 season character pass and a bunch of other stuff, I think. The Season 1 character pass, not even the deluxe character pass, just the Season 1 character pass, is not on sale and thus costs $34.99 and is thus more expensive, even though it not only doesn't have the game, but also probably features less content. But I would feel fucking stupid for buying that because, you know, good old Mick gifted me the regular version of the game. And if you buy the deluxe version, even if you have the regular game already, you do not get an additional copy of the game. So I can't even buy this and gift a copy of the game to somebody else or something. Pass on the curse to somebody new. So basically I'm saying, put the goddamn fucking pass on sale, you asshats. What are you doing? Anyway. Back to this. Because I would have loved to try out Beatrix, Versusia, maybe some others. But now I'm just gonna buy Galleon and nobody else. Slider sweep. A 3-hit sweep? I think from the character guide I saw that you can cancel that. So having a 3-hit sweep that you can then cancel, you know, that's a hit confirm, right? A low hit confirm, that is just gonna also lead to a knockdown by itself. Cross up button is also here. That's a cool kick. Right, her unique skill is just kind of an earthquake that doesn't do any damage, but you can cancel, you can combo out of it, and it has some additional use after she uses a different special. And there's a regular version which just hits at a specific range, I guess, And then the charged version hits the entire ground. And it's a low apparently, so it's not unblockable or anything, but it is a low. You just know they showed off that she can combo out of it with her anti-air grab. In the character guide, they were adamant to point out that other than the super version, the ultimate version, the U version, whatever, of the anti-air grab, she doesn't have any invul. I hope that means that it just doesn't have any full invul, but it still has, you know, upper body invul or anti-air invul, whatever. I don't know how the systems work in this game, right? In some games you just straight up have, you know, anti-jump invul, so to speak. So any jump button, no matter where it hits, won't work on you. But in most games it's just, you know, like your hitbox kind of isn't in the upper part of your body, essentially, so most air attacks will whiff, but there's a chance to still get hit. But yeah, I don't know. I hope it has something like that, because otherwise it'll not be that good as an anti-air. But yeah, that's the special I was talking about. When she has that, she can summon these rocks, and the higher the level of that, which is indicated by a larger circle, then the rock that gets summoned is bigger. But also, when that is on the enemy, and she uses that, you know, tremor thing from earlier, it does something else. Or was there something else, the rock? I don't think so. I think the rock is so different. I don't know, man. Right, and she can teleport away of that if the opponent blocks, I guess. I wonder if you can get the hit, teleport backwards and still get a combo. That would be a lot safer, of course. Because it kind of looks like it's very minus on block. Less on block special move, question mark? Yeah, that one causes a crumple, so you can combo out of it. And apparently you can combo into that as well and then still get the crumple if you hit them grounded. What sucks extra is, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter for me because I'm not gonna go straight into playing the game anyway, ranked and whatever. But tomorrow I won't have time to really try her out, because I'll have to go to work, get home, immediately do my workout and take a shower, and then very quickly be ready for the weekly. The City of the Wolves weekly. So I won't really have time. Like, I guess before I go to work I might buy her and mess around in training mode for 20 minutes or something. But yeah, that's not gonna be too great. I guess there's a chance I won't have enough time to download the patch. Oh well, whatever. That's pretty cool. Play some b-ball. So yeah, she has a similar command grab to Dolores from KO15, which is like one of the reasons why I was kind of drawn to her. Kind of a, you know, somewhat ranged command grab that is slower, but you know, it's fine. I guess she probably doesn't have the really long range version like Dolores has, but hey. As long as you can kind of mess up people's sense of spacing and stuff with it, do it at ranges where usually you wouldn't expect it. Sneak it in. Be a real jerk with it. That's all I need. And she has a 6-6A, just like most characters, which is like a prevailing thing that people mostly complain about with this game. Because it's, you know, you do a 6-6P, which is, you know, dashing light attack, and that is plus on block and leads to a combo on hit, and it's plus enough where the opponent kind of really can't mess with you. So you can just kind of go for it again, because the opponent's probably too scared to hit a button. And if they do hit a button, you might just counter hit them for death. And she has one of those. And I'm assuming most command grabs probably don't have enough range to connect after 6-6P, unless it's really close, I guess. But she'll be able to do that. So that's gonna be cinema.
は読み合いというかいろいろありそうですね。攻略が。でもう一個あってもう一個が空中投げなんですけど。
There are so many games that I really kind of wish I could just play. Like, you know, I recently saw some Multi-Blood Actress Again, Current Code stuff again, and I really wish I had gotten into that game. That game looks fucking sick. There are some parts of it that make me not want to play it, like everything about Nero. But that's very cute, that animation. But, you know, you live with the bad parts of the game, I guess. And then, you know, obviously Guilty Gear Xrd. Blaze Blue is a game that I've always wanted to get into, but kind of never really did, and that's just too much. Like, this game I now also want to get into again. There was another one. Like, I guess with Elena's release, I want to play some more Street Fighter 6 again. I'm already not playing all that much City of the Wolves. And that's like my main game. Smash Melee, I always kind of want to, you know, play. KOF 13, now that it's actually playable online, supposedly. So much stuff. But yeah, she's got this jumping command grab. That's also really nice. And obviously every time she hits anybody with that, it's gonna be the "It should have been me" meme. Because it really should have been me.
まあただ意識外から突然出すと結構当たるかなという技になってるんで、確かにそれこそさっきの石をね、設置されてたりするとなんか動けないんじゃないかみたいなところから。
Ultimate version as well. So what's interesting, what they mentioned in the character guide, that the ultimate version, I guess it's called, is supposedly the fastest one. But when I first saw it, just like there, it doesn't look that fast. But apparently it actually slows time for the opponent, I guess. So while it doesn't look like it's faster, it effectively is. But it doesn't look like you can get a combo out of that move, which would have been sick. But maybe I'm asking for too much. And the ultimate version of that move apparently has maybe full invo, and even has a hit on at the start. Oh, great. Right, she's got two versions of this SBA. Skybound art. Or Super Skybound art, that is. I don't know. One of them is a grab, and the other one is a projectile? That's the grab, I reckon. That's gotta be the projectile, maybe? Yeah. Looks useful. Apparently plus 70 on block just now. Holy. I don't know how variable that plusness is. Ooh, okay. But I suppose you can probably combo off of it on hit. At worst, you can probably combo into the anti-air grab, right? If that, like, at least that, right?
そうですね。あれあ、
あ、なんかおしゃれなことになりそうな。
Brrr. Ah, try to get the rock in there as well. I'm not sure. Did that combo? 11 hits? No. It didn't.
なるほどね。
あるんだ。
まあなんかいろいろあります。なんかいろいろでき
あるんだ、
そうです。
そういう
できたり
のが
など。して。
いいっすね。その
おしゃれ
今回ってなんかバーサスの時よりより多く奥義エージがたまるんで、
じゃあ
結構
打ち
いろんなの
まくれる。
そうですね。そのアルティメットアビリティだって打つんですけど、彼の場合はなんか奥義に回した方がいいとかもあるかもしれな
ないる
ですね。
ほど。
Okay.
石があるときはまあ中央だとあれこうか1で
I wonder if that rock is an overhead.
主教なんだ。
Probably not,
弱設置だとなんかあれなんですね。
but that would be fun.
場面もあるんですね。
岩の大きさもあるから。
Ooh, that's a big rock.
あららら。
Okay. Okay, right. They did mention also in the character guide. She can juggle into the grab super if it's a combo, you know.
あ、かっこいい。
That's always the thing, right?
Uzo.
In fighting games, when all you have are grab supers, and you can't really combo into them reliably.
かっこいい。
So that's why, especially recently, a lot of them have been adjusted so that in combos they're gonna hit airborne opponents as well, etc.
トレモがね、相当面白い。
And be comboable in general, right? Because in a lot of fighting games, you can't usually combo into grabs. If anybody's in hit stun and you try to grab, it just whiffs. But they've, gone and adjusted that as well. For the sake of, having a more accessible combo structure, I guess.
この後。
Ooh. Ooh. I'd only really seen that big swipe. I hadn't seen the nice look, the super nice visuals.
もう一回はもう
Yeah, let's see it again. That one girl said. I agree.
みんな見ましたちゃんと。大丈夫そうですか。
Let's loop it. Let's have it on loop forever.
ちょっとトイレ行ってた人も
I can
いた。
rewind. I can see it again if I want to.
まあアーカイブでね見れる
アーカイブでアーカイブで
かもし
So
れない
yeah, they're also saying, yeah, in the archive you can check it out again.
いいのが、いいのが映ってま
よかっ
す。
一応、まあ、サイゲームズさんから OK サイン出てるということで
いいんだ。
合法みたいです。
ギリギリでしたね。
結構。
結構ね、あそこで止められてた意味が分かりましたね。
そうですよね。
まあまあ
ムービーだと
秘密が
島とガレオンだけだったんで。
まあ格闘ゲームなんかありますよこういう
確かに格ゲーはやっぱりいろいろ夢が詰まってますんでね。
の。
Apparently the Grand Blue weeklies
いやすごい。
that just had their
俺島通って
their signups go live recently are already full again.
嫌にして
キービジュのちょっと
'Cause what the fuck?
生まれてる時のビジュアルになってますので。
周年イベントとか
Meanwhile,
なんか
our City of the Wolves weekly, I mean, it has enough players, I guess. I think we've got 6 sets
の渦に巻き込まれます
ってなって
そう
大きい声
if nobody drops out, I suppose.
殴る
Which is, which is good.
びっくりして
But we're far from maxed out.
どのぐらい下手とか見てなかったです。
見てない
全然見れてなかっ
でも駒投げなんでね
I mean, I guess we're not that far from maxed out because we do tend to have a maximum of 7 sets. But I think that's a holdover from KOF, where each set just takes much longer. I kind of want to bring up with Dracula that maybe we should change that to 10 sets instead, because I think, time-wise that's gonna be fine. But, currently it doesn't matter because we have not scratched the maximum
ストップ入ってますこれ深田さん
recently.
た。まあそうですねこれで一通りですかね紹介。
I think we only reached the maximum once so far.
はい以上とさせてもらえれば。
ありがとうございます
I suppose they're done showing off Galleon.
かなり
Yeah.
いいもの見せて。
いいもの
So let's watch that one part again.
ちゃいがちな
Uh,
の渦に巻き込まれます
ってなって
そう
大きい声が出ました。
絵からすごい
come on.
はい。
人も
Where was it?
まあ
I think it was around here. There it
こ
is.
の後
There it is. Ooh.
ここの後
Ooh.
ここの後
Let's watch that in slow-mo. Just to make it the most out of this. How about times 2.5 speed? 0.25. Maybe with sound. No, wait. You know, sound is good. Eh? Hmm. Did I see a bit of saliva there? Is she that naughty? Yeah. Damn, they went full ham with this. Beautiful. Ooh. Slap. Once more, normal speed. Just one more time. Ooh, okay. And with that, I'm going to call it for today. So, I'm gonna thank you for watching, hanging out, and finding out that the secret sauce was playing good all along. And some meaty overhead setups. And Booba. So, I hope you'll join me again sometime. Most importantly, tomorrow for the City of the Wolves Weekly over on twitch.tv/hardedge_org. I will be co-hosting and co-commentating that one. It'll be a banger for sure. And then next time, I might be back on Thursday, but don't count on it. Probably on Friday, though, unless there's something that I'm forgetting. But probably on Friday. So yeah, join me to any of those occasions. In fact, all of them. Watch all of my streams ever, always. Subscribe, like, donate. Tell your friends, tell your family. Tell them to donate and like and subscribe. Build a cult around me. Dedicate your entire life to me. Do it! So yeah, until next time, I'm gonna say Otsukaresama. Bye-bye. I'm very normal.